Kyle Powell, and this is my presentation on welding. So I'm going to be comparing MIG welding, stick welding, and TIG welding. MIG welding, you use a little gun, squeeze the trigger, the wire flows out. TIG welding, you have, it's almost like a torch with a hot piece of metal on it, and you have a filler rod that you run the torch over to make the bead. Stick welding, you have, it's a rod that goes basically in a clamp. Whenever you touch the metal, it arcs. So that's what they are. The most common stick rod is a 7018, and it has 70,000 psi tensile strength. And the most common MIG welding wire is a E70 S6, and is also 70,000 tensile strength. And most common TIG welding wire is a ER70 S6, and it is also 70,000 psi tensile strength. So as far as the weld strength category, when the weld's done properly, they can all be about the same strength. As far as the types of metal that it can be used on, MIG welding can be done on carbon steel, aluminum, cast iron, done on about anything. Stick welding, you can do it on carbon steel, cast iron, but you cannot stick weld aluminum. But you can TIG weld aluminum as well. You can TIG weld aluminum, cast iron, whatever. So for that category, what it can be done on, it'd be between MIG and TIG, because stick, you just can't do aluminum. Skills involved, MIG is definitely the easiest. Sticks medium. It's not super duper hard, but it's not something you just pick up and go with if you've only done it once or twice. But TIG welding, you're definitely gonna have to sit down and get some practice with. TIG welding is by far the hardest. The TIG jobs pay the best. Comes with it. So as far as the skill, MIG would win that category, just because it's the easiest. As far as sanitation, stick welding is the most unsanitary. There's a lot of fumes, a lot of sparks. And after you stick weld, it's called slag that forms on the bead, and you literally have to beat this slag off the weld. It's like chipping a rock basically off the metal. So it makes a big mess. MIG welding, it's a little bit cleaner. Still got its sparks, still got its fumes. Not clean, but better than stick. But TIG's most definitely the cleanest. You can make sanitary welds, you can make food grade welds. A good TIG welder can have no sparks, no fumes, just a good clean work area. So for sanitation, TIG takes the cake. And then I also compared the cost of a couple welders just to show you a comparison. And a mid-size Miller MIG welder was about $2,000. And a mid-size Miller stick welder was about $2,000. And a mid-size Miller TIG welder was $2,100. So the TIG welder is most expensive. You might make that money back because TIG jobs pay the best. You're going to make more money. You're going to be able to do more things, but stick welder is the cheapest. So if you were starting out and just wanted to go the cheap route, stick would be the way. Maybe not the highest paid way, but the cheapest way. And Miller's just a brand of welders. As far as gas required, to MIG weld, you have to have carbon dioxide. Comes in big tanks. You just strap on the back of the welder. Got a regulator, controls the pressure, and that carbon dioxide keeps outside air, contaminants, debris, any kind of dirt, dust that might be in the air out of the weld, out of your weld zone. Keeps it from getting porosity. And then TIG uses argon. Argon, it's a little different gas than carbon dioxide. It's a little more dangerous, a little more flammable, but it's on the same way. You just strap it on the back of the welder, turn it on your TIG torch. It's regulated, keeps debris, contaminants out of the weld zone. And then stick welding requires no gas, because that slag I was talking about earlier, it actually shields the weld puddle on the stick weld, so you don't have a need for gas. It's going to keep whatever's in the air around you out of your weld zone. So as far as gas required, stick would win because you don't have to have gas. You have no gas cost. Alright, that's my presentation.